In October 1947, at Muroc Desert Test Center in California, history is made by this aircraft, the XS-1, and its pilot, Captain Charles E. Yeager. This airplane and this pilot are about to be the first ever to fly faster than the speed of sound in level flight. A B-29 will take the XS-1 aloft and launch her at an altitude of about 35,000 feet. For the first time, except in dives, a man has flown an airplane faster than the speed of sound. It earned Captain Yeager many honors, and the historic plane, the XS-1, earned a resting place in the Smithsonian Institution.
In October of 2016, as the 70th anniversary of this milestone approached, the Academy of Model Aeronautics magazine published a set of plans by the renowned modeler Dick Sarplas. They were for building scale replicas of these famous aircraft.
This really interested me, and I realized we needed two people to do this with two airplanes.
My name is Roy Pettit, and Dave and I have coffee every week together, and one day he said, hey, did you see that article in the AMA magazine about the B-29 dropping the X-1? And I said, yeah, it looked interesting. And he said, how'd you like to do that project? And I said, sure, count me in. So Dave and I talked it over, and he decided he'd like to build the B-29 and I'd like to build the X-1.
The B-29 build was actually quite straightforward. It has a 48-inch span, a fully symmetrical foam wing with hardwood spars. The fuselage nacelles are built of flat foam with 1/32 inch ply reinforcements, obviously 4 motors. That was pretty straightforward. Wiring up the 4 motors was not for me. Fortunately, again, Roy Pettit stepped up and took what I had created, which looked like an explosion in a spaghetti factory, and turned it into something that looks like a model airplane.
I went ahead and built the X-1 part of the project. It's based on the model in the magazine article. It's the same size and proportions. However, I constructed from solid balsa instead of foam sheet with basswood stiffeners, and made this into a powered version of the X-1 so we could fly it away and not just drop it as a glider. In order to compensate for the weight of the engine in the back, I ended up moving the wing aft a little bit so that wouldn't require so much nose weight to get the proper center of gravity.
I did make 2 changes to the original design. I moved the release mechanism from here to here. That's intended to reduce the center of gravity shift when the X-1 is released. I moved the release servo from here outboard to there to make it easier to load the X-1 on board.
The total weight for the powered plane is 5.6 ounces, which I'm kind of proud of because the glider version in the article was 6 ounces. So this is actually has power, but is even lighter.
The airplane weighs 3 pounds with the X-1 on board, and it flies like a very nice sport plane. You can actually do aerobatics, sport aerobatics with it.
It flies very well like a sport plane. It's capable of holding altitude and climbing at a pretty good rate, and it'll even do basic aerobatics.